Forgive, but do not forget, or you will be hurt again. Forgetting loses the lesson. Life always waits for some crisis to occur before revealing itself at its most brilliant. Everyone seems to have a clear idea of how other people should lead their lives, but none about his or her own. Close some doors, not because of pride, incapacity, or arrogance, but simply because they no longer lead somewhere. If you're brave enough to say goodbye, life will reward you with a new hello. Haters are confused admirers who can't understand why everybody else likes you. If you think adventure is dangerous, try routine. It is lethal. Love is a trap. When it appears, we see only its light, not its shadows. If you are never alone, you cannot know yourself. We humans have two great problems. The first is knowing when to begin. The second is knowing when to stop. Life sometimes separates people so they can realize how much they mean to each other. When you repeat a mistake, it is not a mistake anymore. It is a decision. Being human means having doubts and yet still continuing on your path. Life has a way of testing a person's will, either by having nothing happen at all or by having everything happen at once. Blessed are those who do not fear solitude, who are not afraid of their own company, who are not always desperately looking for something to do, something to amuse themselves with, something to amuse themselves with, something to amuse themselves with, something to judge. When someone leaves, it's because someone else is about to arrive. Perfect people don't drink, don't lie, don't cheat, don't fight, don't complain, and don't exist. Every time we repeat the same mistake, the price goes up. We will ever be able to escape from your heart. So it's better to listen to what it has to say. When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you to achieve it. It's the possibility of having a dream come true that makes life interesting. A man must always hide three things from a woman: his fears, so she believes in his strength; his mistakes, so she believes in his wisdom and in his dreams, so he can surprise her with their realization. Never trust a lonely friend, because while some find strength in solitude, others may lose their way in it. What hurts us is what heals us. Only two things can reveal life's great secrets: suffering and love. If you conquer yourself, then you conquer the world. Don't explain. Your friends do not need it, and your enemies will not believe you. You have to take risks. We will only understand the miracle of life fully when we allow the unexpected to happen. You're always learning. The problem is, sometimes you stop and think you understand the world. This is not correct. The world is always moving. You never reach the point you can stop making an effort. I'm not saying that love always takes you to heaven. Your life can become a nightmare. But that said, it is worth taking the risk. All women have a perception much more developed than men. So all women, somehow, being repressed for so many millennia, they ended up by developing this sixth sense and contemplation and love. And this is something that we have a hard time to accept as part of our society. Everything is possible. From angels to demons to economists and politicians. You will never be able to escape from your heart. So it's better to listen to what it has to say. No matter what he does, every person on earth plays a central role in the history of the world, and normally he doesn't know it. Everyone seems to have a clear idea of how other people should lead their lives, but none about his or her own. Tell your heart that the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself, and that no heart has ever suffered when it goes in search of its dreams, because every second of the search is a second of the search, is a second's encounter with God and with eternity. Everything that happens once can never happen again. But everything that happens twice will surely happen a third time. This is what we call love. When you are loved, you can do anything in creation. When you are loved, there's no need at all to understand what's happening, because everything happens within you. I don't live in either my past or my future. I'm interested only in the present. If you can concentrate always on the present, you'll be a happy man. Life will be a party for you, a grand festival, because life is the moment we're living now. If you start by promising what you don't even have yet, you'll lose your desire to work towards getting it. A warrior of light values, a child's eyes, because they are able to look at the world without bitterness. When he wants to find out if the person beside him is worthy of his trust, he tries to see him as a child would. great victory, which appears so simple today, was the result of a series of small victories that went unnoticed. The world is unfathomable and mysterious, just as we all are. The art of the warrior consists of reconciling the terror of being a man with the wonder of being a man. A warrior does not complain or lament anything, and sees challenges as neither good nor bad. Challenges are simply challenges. Soul is as free as the clouds in the sky, but he is committed to his dream. On his freely chosen path, he often has to get up earlier than he would like, speak to people from whom he learns nothing, make certain sacrifices. There is only one way to learn. It's through action. Everything you need to know, you have learned through your journey. It matters not how we were brought up. What determines our way of acting is the manner in which we administrate our will. A man is the sum of all his wishes, which determine his way of living and dying. The will is a sentiment, a talent, something which lends us enthusiasm,